Legacy Maker, the All Sports Network.
Ooh, I gotta run. Let's do it. Nothing like some fresh air, a few good friends, and sports.
On the road again.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It is July 19th, and we are on the road again as we're heading to Charlotte for the ACC Media Kickoff. And of course, I'm your man, Darrell, and with me as always, that's right. So we are hitting the road. Our partner, Justice Miller, is also on the way. So make sure that y'all tune in, enjoy, because we got a good one.
And it's football, because he didn't say that part. It's ACC football.
I said kickoff, so we close.
Kickoff. It could be soccer.
Touche, homie. Touche.
Okay. But yes, we're on the road. 4 hours of debauchery and flipping people off.
Yeah, that should be fun. Yeah, it should be a lot of fun as we head down there. And like I said, we'll be down there 2 full days of ACC coverage, and we cannot wait to bring you the action, y'all. So once again, we are on the road here. We are in Charlotte. This is the ACC Kickoff Football Media Days for day 1 right here. Very excited. I'm Darrell Lawrence. With me, Jeremiah Quimby and Miss Justice Miller. How y'all doing today? How's everything going?
I need caffeine. I'm hungry.
Yeah, so we're going to go in now. We're going to head for breakfast. Yeah, we're going to go in. We're going to get ready for breakfast. We're going to have a good time. We've got a lot of player interviews happening today. We're going to get a chance to catch up with the Atlantic side of things today. Tomorrow will be the Coastal and Virginia, of course, which will be heavily into that. So be ready for a great 2 days of coverage from the Legacy Maker Sports Network.
To the ACC Network, because we will be live on TV.
That's right. So be ready, y'all.
Well, yeah.
You'll see Justice for sure.
You're going to see all of us. You're going to see all of us. We're going to cover all content here, okay, guys?
Boom.
All right, everybody. We'll see y'all on the road again.
Your conferences. How confident are you that you will be able to maintain your current membership of all your schools in the ACC, that they will not defect? And also, is it important to reevaluate and potentially try to talk to Notre Dame about joining the conference in football to help strengthen the ACC going forward?
I love our 15 schools, and I'm confident in us staying together. That's all I've heard in all the calls that we've had. We want to work together to try to provide more resources to our student athletes, so we're all on the same page. I sat here a year ago talking about Notre Dame, and whenever I've been asked the question, we continue to remain close with Notre Dame. They know how we feel. They know that we would love to have them as a football member in the conference, but I also respect their independence. Having worked there, having 2 children there, going to school right now, one a student athlete, I know what independence means to Notre Dame, so you respect it, and I know that if there comes a time that Notre Dame would consider moving to a conference and away from independence, I feel really good about it being the ACC.
Hello, everybody. Darrell Lawrence, Legacy Maker Sports Network, along with Jeremiah Quimby. And today we've got UVA head coach Tony Elliott. Coach Elliott, first of all, I want to say welcome. Welcome to Charlottesville. So far, you've been here a couple of months now. How you getting adjusted? How everything going since you've joined the ranks here in Charlottesville?
Oh, it's been awesome. I mean, Charlottesville is great. You get the small town feel, but then you also get the city aspect as well. And so, reminds me a lot of where I'm coming from. So that was big because it kind of eases some anxiety when you're moving a family. So there's some commonality. So it made the transition from my family easy. Outstanding food. Everything has been good so far.
Have you been apple picking?
I have not been apple picking yet. I haven't been apple picking. I haven't had a chance to get to the breweries, the wine places. I just been doing football for the most part. But eventually, when things slow down and we get the program established, I'll have a little bit of time to do some of those things.
Awesome.
Coach, don't do the apple picking,
Don't
because
do apple picking?
you go up the road and there's like a little tiny string of hope that keeps you from going over the edge.
I got you.
Not for this
Okay.
guy.
Okay.
Been up there.
Okay.
But anyways, so back to football. I'm a huge defensive guy. I love Nick's a guy I've watched for lots of years. Love the way he plays. Last year they weren't so good as far as, holding points.
Yep.
What have you worked on, things that you've talked to get it fixed?
Yeah, so the biggest thing is talk about confidence, that last year is done. There's nothing we can do about last year, and the beautiful thing is last year doesn't carry over to this year. So let's start from where we are and what we can control, and that's our attitude today and going forward. So the biggest thing is changing the mindset, and then also instilling confidence in the defensive staff and the structure. That we're going to be structurally sound. We're going to put you in position to be successful. We're going to spend time developing the fundamental skills and the individual work that you need to be able to go win and execute in those critical moments. And so just trying to bring that holistic approach of we're going to start from the ground up, from your fundamentals, then we're going to build into our group work, which is ultimately going to build into our scheme. So hopefully that gives them the confidence to be able to go out and play fast, play free, play violent, and have a lot of fun doing it.
Awesome. Now, Coach, you talked in the press conference earlier about, being a wide receiver when you were in school. Yeah. And you know how important the wide receiver position with Coach, Sweeney also being, a coach at that time frame. But how important to you seeing this talented group of young men that you had at the receiver position with Wicks and Thompson, of course, and let me not forget Billy. So with you seeing those guys, is there anything that you've instilled in them from your days that you wanted to, kind of give them to get them ready for this season?
Biggest thing is becoming technicians and masters of their craft. That there's always something that you can be working on from the receiver aspect. It's not natural. Catching a ball is not natural. Right, so you got to work at it. So you have to create the muscle memory and the discipline that it becomes natural. And then running full speed and then stopping on a dime is very difficult to do. So there's some fundamental things that you have to consistently work at. And then you have to get off the line of scrimmage. So then now you have to play with your hands. And really just trying to get these guys to think in terms of eyes, feet, and hands, right? My eyes talk to my feet, which talk to my hands, and everything being on the same accord, so that you can play fast, play free, right, and do what you do and make plays. So really it's more about talking about the time from they leave the line of scrimmage to getting to the ball, and then once you get the ball, you go do what you were recruited to do.
Awesome. Coach, I know you got to roll. You're a very, very busy man, but any message that you have for Wahoo Nation?
For Wahoo Nation is just trust the process. That we're building, not just for this season, but we're building for the future. So early on, it may not look exactly like what you thought it would, but just trust the process, and we're building for the future. We're trying to build a program, laying a foundation, and we're going to do what's best for the program. We're going to work hard every single day to put these young men in position to be successful, not just on the field, but off the field, and understand that these guys work hard. They work extremely hard for Wahoo Nation, and so in return, I ask Wahoo Nation to show up and support these guys and be there for them.
Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Tony Elliott, the man, myth, and the legend, Jeremiah Quimby. I'm Darrell Owens. Can't wait for Game 1 versus Richmond, 12:30 p.m. from Scott Stadium. Coach,
hydrate. Make sure you got some liquid. It's gonna be hot.
It is gonna be hot. All right, everybody. Thank y'all all for tuning in.
This is Justice Miller with Legacy Maker Sports, and I'm here with
Josh DeBerry, cornerback at BC Football.
Okay, thank you. How are you feeling today? You're at ACC.
I'm feeling good. I feel like I look good. My teammates look good, so I'm just trying to have some fun out here.
Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and how has the offseason been for you?
It's been pretty good. We just been working on little stuff, working on our team bonding and stuff like that. Trying to get to the ACC championship this year. That's all we care about.
Okay. How do you plan to work on yourself this year? What do you want to do?
Well, personally, I'm trying to improve my leadership. That's one of the biggest things that I came back for, is to try to lead others, and then some other stuff like man techniques, small stuff like that.
Okay. So then, which team are you guys looking to beat this year?
We're not looking to beat no one specific. We're looking to be the ones that the teams are looking out for this year. So, yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
I appreciate your time.
I appreciate yours.
Thank you.
I got a lot of guys, man. It's really like my whole group, like, because we was honest truth, like my group was I'll say like not the worst group, but it's just like we was the group that everybody looked at when it came down to it, like, okay, y'all boys gotta fill some shit in, you know what I'm saying? So my bad, I'm sorry for cussing. But
go ahead.
Once we all looked in the mirror and seen like, yo, we the group that got to step up, you know, it came easier, and now it's easy now because we all looked in the mirror at each other and just seen like, this is what we got to do and this is what we got to get done.
You get sponsorships or anything like that?
Everything that requires money, I need it.
I love
Honestly,
it.
that's it.
Thank you, bro.
I would say there's a couple people everybody I can't wait to see, but I'll pick a couple people out. I mean, the offensive line, that's obviously something I can't wait to see. I can't wait to watch them prove everybody wrong. 'Cause I know how it feels to be doubted, and they're doubted a lot, so I can't wait to get out there with them. Johnny Wilson, Micah, Pokey, Keyshawn, those are all guys that come to work every single day with a positive mindset, never complain too much, just out there working. That's all it's about, is the work. Obviously, the running backs, I'm about to name everybody. Trey Sean and Trey Benson, CJ, all those guys come to work every single day. Those are just workhorses that never complain. They're just out there. You saw Trey Sean last year. He's a baller. And I think this year is his breakout year. He's going to show a lot of people who he is and deserve.
Well, what about your game? Obviously, all season you've had a chance to kind of, look into a new season. But what about your game? What's the biggest thing about your game that you feel like, all right, this year it's going to surprise some people?
I can throw the football. I've been working very hard, growing that confidence, getting the timing down with my receivers, just all the little things like that. But yeah, I'm going to prove a lot of people wrong this year.
I think the defense in general, just to see how we play in this new defense. But anyone in general, probably Jacory. I'm always looking forward to watch Jacory play. His body is ridiculous. He has a faster step now. I think he can do a lot of big things this year. JD's probably one of the most fun players to watch because he just has a motor. I'm excited to see Chase and Ryan work together. And then Gavin and Kalen, we call him Los. Gavin and Kalen on each side of the ball. It'll be fun to watch them go at people and see if people can get by them.
And what part of your game has, maybe just to you, has changed, this off season with all the work that you put in?
Yeah, I think my emphasis was passing downs, and so I feel like my takeoff is getting a little better, and just how I'm seeing offensive linemen's hands. That's what I want to get better at. Obviously, I didn't play in the spring, so I got to work on that in camp. But I just think shaking the rust off because I got surgery in January, and just shaking the rust off and getting my step back and working on my hands is probably the biggest thing. I always take pride in getting the compliment of being a good person. So I want to be known as a good person, who's there for anybody and at any time. And yeah, I love doing stuff for the community. So if I could do more of that stuff this year before I leave, I would love to get my name out in the community more and make a difference.
Besides the obvious guys, yeah. I think Jamal Banks is going to be a guy that'll be special. I think he's, he had a rough spring game, but who doesn't, right? It's the first kind of time, right? I remember my first spring game, I couldn't tell you what happened. I think I threw the ball maybe one time, I don't know. But it's a difference, it's a different. Different feel when you get out on the field, and I think that's somebody I'm excited for, right? Because he just puts in the work. That guy, I think he lives in the indoor. I think he literally has a bed in the corner. I'm not kidding. I don't know if I've ever been there. He's not there. So it's a special, it's a special place and a special kid that I think will have a lot of success this year.
Awesome. And now, when you do decide to make the leap and you do leave Wake Forest, what type of legacy do you want to leave behind to the school, academic-wise, community-wise? What type of legacy do you want to leave behind?
I think it all revolves around finishing strong. I think time in and time out I haven't done that, and I think that's the main goal. It's one of the biggest reasons I came back, was to just finish the job and finish it right. And I think we've put Wake Forest on the map, but we want to stamp it there. I think it's on by a little dart right now, and we want to really put it in there permanently, and give Coach Clausen that experience and that moment, for all the stuff that he's done for me in this program and the guys in this room.
lie to you, man. The work we've been putting in this off season, bro, it's been crazy. I mean, a lot of new faces, a lot of guys are hungry, not too many egos. NIL's not in the way. I mean, everybody's head down. We just working because we're not getting a lot of respect out here, which we don't want. We want to go earn it and take it from when we play these different teams. So I'm really eager to see everybody, man, from the coaching staff, how they call plays, how Coach Sack call plays, down to, man, the uniforms they're going to pick, man. I just can't wait to get out there and play. I'm ready to see everybody get out there, honestly. Considering I already have my degree, which is my first thing coming into college was to get, because, like I say, football is not going to be here for long, so I got to have something to fall back on. I mean, I've been gaining relationships with a lot of different people in the city, because Louisville has a lot of money in the city, not just money, but great people that you can build relationships with, and it's been great to me. So, I mean, the legacy that I want to leave is one of the first quarterback to win the ACC championship for sure, because nobody has done that yet. So in order to do that, I got to be a better version of me each and every day, and just lead the guys around me and just put a smile on their face. That's the biggest thing for me.
Good luck this year. Yes, sir.
I was out the whole spring, as most people know, with recovering from shoulder. The one guy I keep talking about, and I will keep talking about, Tyler Hudson, receiver from Central Arkansas. He's going to be a problem in this league, and I can't wait. I just can't wait, just because it's like, I just know after being around for a long time, I kind of know how things work in some ways and how things going to go. And, you know, our guy Marshawn, you know, he's a stud, this and that, needs some help, and he's going to get that help from Tyler Hudson, D. Wiggins, Amari, Braden. When he's come back fully healthy, he's looking really good right now, by the way. But Tyler Hudson is just going to take this offense to a new level. Loyalty, loyalty is big to me, and these guys can tell you how much loyalty means to me, and just knowing that could have left early for the league or transferred years prior after the seasons we had. It's just, you know, from day one, I just wanted to do it here, and I just want to be able to be a part of this turnaround too that we're about to have. Because every season from 2017, I've been 8-5, 2-10, 8-5, 4-7, and 6-7. I'm trying to have like a 10-win ACC championship, 10-2. You feel me? It's like, so that's a legacy I'm trying to leave, is the turnaround and loyalty. That if anybody thinks about me, that kid was loyal to this program. That's the only thing I want to leave around here.
Yeah, simply yes. They had a great season, and Kenny played a lot better. So from what I took about it, if I can play well, then that kind of elevates the whole offense, elevates the team, and we've got a chance to win every game on our schedule. So, you know, he put in the work between his senior year and his fifth year, and that's what I'm doing and hoping to do. I know there's a lot of factors that go into it, but I really feel confident going into this year that we're going to play well. I'm excited to see George Takis. We came in together at Notre Dame, and then he transferred this past year. So he's a tight end. He's fast. He's big. He's a threat. He can catch the ball. He wasn't really used in the pass game at Notre Dame, but we're going to use him now. So I'm excited to see what he can do.
A couple players, just Jaden Williams. He's a sophomore this year. He played last year. He started last year. He had a good amount of game reps. So he gonna be explosive. He's an explosive player.
Now, when you're finished at BC,
and one more, my bad.
No, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Jalen Gill too. He's one I'm ready to see, because he had a lot of adversity that hit him last year and the year before, and this year I feel like it's really the year for him. So that's gonna help open up everything for me. Like having those two around me, it's just going to open up everything for me.
So that's awesome. I mean, it looks like the team is ready to take that next step. You know, me personally, I feel like a lot of people saw what Pittsburgh did last year. Now, you know, and that vibe, it's like a little vibe. It's like, wait a minute, Boston College got that chance to take that and maybe grow on to another level. But I wanted to ask you this about your legacy. Like, what type of legacy do you want to leave when you leave BC? Like, you know, with the community, you know, academics, you know, as an athlete, what type of legacy do you want to have once you leave BC?
I want to show them that I really appreciated the program, and I was a loyal student, athlete, whatever you want to call it, and just I appreciate them for everything they did for me and my family, because they gave me the opportunity where a lot of people didn't to play and help me succeed, because coming out of high school, I wasn't really that known. So they gave me an opportunity to put my talent on stage and just give back to my community and just give back to them and get them excited Saturdays.
Awesome. Good luck this year, Zay.
Thank you.
I don't know if I can just name one, but name a couple. Our receiving core. You know, those guys they got talent. They can run. They can catch, and we just never used them last year. And but now we're trying to, and we're gonna. You know, it's a point made. So I think those guys specifically is who. Obviously, just the pass game. I mean, that's no secret for us. We were towards the bottom of the conference. And it's not that we weren't capable. It's just it wasn't who we were trying to be. We're trying to run the ball, and we got a really reliable back in Sean Tucker, and that's who we wanted to be. So now just giving us the opportunity to spread it out a little bit, and I think it'll just be that much better for us.
And obviously you're a junior, but you know, and you've been to Syracuse. What type of legacy, community-wise, athletics, and you know, academically, that you want to try to leave once you've exited the door at Syracuse?
Yeah, the biggest thing is just being that leader, being that guy. You know, they had one a couple years ago, from what I hear. Dungy was a really strong leader. This year we've been doing a lot more stuff with the community, and just going like in the inner city and doing stuff like that. And then there's other opportunities, doing like little shoe drives and stuff like that, sent over to more third world countries. So we started there. We started in the classroom. You know, the first time I ever had 3.9. So I've been trying to do that, and then just continuing to put all the work, taking all that same work ethic and doing all that stuff, that mentality, and turn that into football. And I think it's going to pay off big for us this year. And it's not just a couple guys, trying to get everybody involved and bought in. And
definitely, man. You know, comfortability level, I played with Bo for like 4 years. Played with 2 years in high school. This is about to be our 4th year. But I feel like it was amazing to see Bo, the way he competed last year, the way he played. He's just a professional off the field and on the field. You know, he's always on time, putting in extra work, taking care of his body. And I'm excited to see what he's going to do this year. I know he's going to have a busy year, so I'm excited about it.
When things weren't going so well for you last year?
Georgia was a great team. They were a champion. Pitt was a great team. They were a champion. You know, NC State, man, they had a heck of a year and came up just short of winning the Atlantic. So, you know, those are really good teams. So, yeah, I mean, I'd like to be undefeated every year. It's probably not going to happen. So, through the first 15, no team ever. There's a reason for that. It's hard to do.
Coach,
what are your thoughts on the new?
Let me ask you this: you talked in the press conference about how you and Coach Elliott had kind of knew that Virginia was the right place for him. Could you elaborate on that? And what advice did you give Coach Elliott as he head to Virginia?
Well, the biggest thing is from the right fit. It just, you know, I really like Carla, first of all. I mean, she is great. The AD there, she's very smart, very sharp, and I think she's a great fit for Tony. The other thing is Tony, you know, he's a 3.8, 3.9 engineering grad from Clemson. He's very, very smart. And obviously, you know, Virginia is a high academic institution. You know, I think he fits that culture well. And then the community, you know, I think it was a good fit for him community-wise for Tamika and Ace and AJ, his 2 boys. So, you know, I just felt like it aligned things, and also where they are as a program and what I think he can bring to them. You know, he knows this league well, so I just thought it was a really good fit from that standpoint. And what was the last part of your question?
I said, any advice that you gave him?
Oh, yeah, advice I just be him. You know, be Tony. You know, the same things that made him successful as a player, same things that made him successful as an assistant, same thing that made him successful as an offensive coordinator. These are going to be the same things that make him a good head coach, and that is just being genuine, communicate, trust your instincts, you know, demand excellence, and just, you know, again, take a lot of notes, learn to say no.
Right.
And a few other things I won't share.
Understood. Thank you, Coach.
Offensively. I would just say we don't really have much experience at the receiver position right now. I mean, we lost 2 of our main guys, Charleston Rambo and Mike Harley. So, and we got a returning starter in Keyshawn Smith, and I think he's really going to step it up. I think Xavier Restrepo in the slot is really going to be a guy who's just going to be that security blanket for me and making plays and doing all that. And then I think the tight ends, Will over there, and then Elijah Arroyo, and then the running backs.
And we had one at the Rooster at the end of the season. He was taking a lot of hits, and now we got 3 to 4 guys that can really make plays.
Well, that's a couple dollars in that D-line I can't wait to see, man. From D-Tag to DN, we got some transfers, some young guys coming up, the boys, everybody working, it's real competition. That's what we needed, coaching, getting coached hard every day. So I feel like, man, just a couple guys, I can't really see that. I feel like it'll be a big contribution that really wasn't before, really will get in there and shock a lot of people in this country this year. So first off, we want to create a winning legacy because that's what Miami used to. So first off, you want to win, bring that back. But I want to show the kids that it's not impossible. They can do the same thing we do. You just got to work hard and keep at it. Obviously keep their grades good. Just want to be a positive influence on the kids.
Awesome, I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the more, maybe not singular player, but as a group, the offensive line, just the improvement that they have made as a group, and that's credit to Coach Cristobal, Coach Maribal. They've done a great job. When we look at them now, they're as tight and as correct and as sound as they can be in everything that they do. That's credit to them, and because it starts up front, so seeing them as seeing that improvement that they've made and how professional that they are and talented too. We know that they've got so much talent. It's really promising to see. It's very exciting to see. Being Miami, we always have talented skill players. So seeing that young wide receiver room, there's a lot of guys in there that I'm excited to see make plays. And I can never talk enough about the tight ends. The young tight ends I'm always excited to see because I know the talent that they have. I know the work that they put in. I know the expectation that they all came here to fulfill. I'm excited to see them. So that's kind of a lot of people, but I'm saying it. Yeah, I think when I leave, I hope I've made an impression on the field. Maybe not necessarily just by plays, but how you do everything. I pride myself on doing everything right, the little things. Being on time, being the guy that people can count on. That's just kind of the teammate that I would want to have. So that's what I try and do. But yeah, I think more importantly, the mark I want to leave is on my teammates, the impressions that I made on coaches, support staff, professors, anyone on campus that I did the things the right way. I think that's more important to me than anything I do on the field.
Well, I think it's just not really anything that stands out as something's going to help us get better. I think any external motivation is irrelevant in terms of getting better at football. And we got to get better at football. We got to get better as student athletes. So it's just not part of what we're doing. So it's not our culture. It's not our image, and we're not going to do it.
Just working on my versatility as a running back. Being able to do it all. Being able to stay down there when we need a 4th and 1, 3rd and 1, or I can go out and catch some balls. In the open space. Trying to make sure I'm in running shape. A lot of running shape. So that's probably been the biggest thing for me, just make sure I'm in the best shape of my life. As a person, that I'm a good teammate, that I'm just a good guy. I want to be that best. Just being there for people, I guess, just being myself, being the same person every day, not switching up, who I am today or tomorrow, just being the same person every day.
Yeah, I feel like we have a few group of dudes. I feel like Kobe Paysauer, he's a receiver. He'll be really good when he gets his time to play. I feel like we got a running back, Elijah Green. He's going to be a junior. He's made huge improvements since he got here, and I'm excited to see what he brings to the table. On defense, Power Echols is stepping into a bigger role. Power Echols is going to be that guy. So I'm excited to see Power Echols play. And then Tony Grimes is going to be even better than he was, and he's going to keep improving. So I'm excited to see those 4 guys play. And we got a lot more others, but those are just the 4 that come to my mind.
What's your biggest goal heading into the season? I know obviously you got your team goals, but what's the biggest thing that you want to improve in your game going into the season?
I feel like just being a leader, keeping a level head, being more versatile for my team, and just helping them in any way possible, making plays when I need to, taking the double team when I need to, and not getting frustrated with that. Because at the end of the day, Coach Galloway tells me, Coach Longo tells me that the defense is going to be focusing on you, and sometimes you just gotta take that. Even though I'm not gonna take it all game, but there's some plays where I'm just going to have to take that double team
and let somebody else get the one-on-one to make the play. So I feel like just understanding my role more and just being a complete overall receiver is my main thing. I would say like I'm similar to like Tyler Lockett maybe. I like looking at Deontay Johnson too. I feel like those are smaller guys that move well, play really hard. KJ Hamler, when he was at Penn State, I feel like those guys I'm similar to. I like watching them because I feel like we have a lot of similarities in how we play. And then I'm from Ohio. For real? Okay, yeah. And even Jahan Dotson, who just came out. So I like watching him too. I feel like I got a lot of similarities to those guys.
New defense. Yeah, it's new defense. I mean, there's similarities with cover 4 is cover 4, but yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think the biggest part about defense is keeping the points down. We have an explosive offense right now, so I mean, we know that they're going to score points, but every single time you step on the field, you don't want them to get anything. I mean, that's the mentality. You don't want them to get an inch. You don't want them to get a first down. You want to get 3 and outs. But it really comes down to just winning the down. I mean, first down you have to win, second down you have to win, and third down you have to get off the field. So that's the mentality that we have to have every single day at practice when we're going against those guys, and that's what we're going to bring into the game. I think it's really important just for us to work on that. Just get that mentality back that them scoring points isn't okay. I think that it's important just to work on those fundamentals so we can limit the points, and cause turnovers, because turnovers win games, just changing possessions, stealing possessions, so 5 can get the ball back and make some more plays. Let's see. I would say for game 1, I can't wait to see. I would probably split it up between Mike Green and Jonas Sanker. I think those guys are electric freaks, and those guys are going to be fun to watch. I mean, they're going to be sophomores this year, and I think that they're going to be really explosive athletes and really explosive players for our program. I want to leave it as it's the best school in the world. I'm thankful for the school more than I can even put in words. So I want to leave it with knowing that you can be everything you want when you're here. I mean, I've been fortunate enough to be all ACC for 2 years, playing the Orange Bowl my first year, and then I've been fortunate enough to play in the ACC Championship my first year. I've been fortunate enough to be accepted into the McIntyre School of Commerce. And I've been fortunate enough just to be able to serve in the community, meet great alums, meet everything. So, I mean, I've been fortunate enough, and this school's given me everything. So I want to leave a legacy that you come here, you can do anything you want. You can be a champion man, and that's what Coach Elliott talks about. He's trying to build champion men. And when you leave here, you're going to be so far ahead of other people, because you got the experience of the University of Virginia. And I can't thank people enough for the opportunity they've given me here, and I'm excited for the future. Yeah, Wahoo Nation, I'm excited to get back in the Forest Side in September. I'm excited to see hear you guys. I'm excited for the Wahoo Walk so we can interact with you guys. And let's go play some football, man. Talking season right now, and it's time to get to the real season.
Yeah, I got a question for you.
Oh my gosh.
How's it feel to go against number 6 every single day of practice?
Oh man, it's the easiest thing in the world. He causes no problems. He just stands there like he's sitting mud, basically. He doesn't cause us any problems. Our O-line's picking up any of his blitzes. He can't disguise anything. I'm just kidding.
These are all lines. Pick them all. And how excited are you to have the one and only KT back from Tavian Wicks and LaBelle Davis?
Favorite moment? I don't know. There's a few of them for me. I think running the guy over against V-Tech was pretty sick.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites.
Georgia was rolling. Even though they kind of inched back into the game at the end, we were still rolling. That was a fun game for us. Yeah, it was your birthday.
Yeah, it was a great day.
What else? How excited I am to have you back.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you kidding me?
I think KT's about to cry.
I got 300, maybe 400, 500 of my passing yards going this to him, tossing the ball. So
I'm tearing up right now.
So that's obviously a huge part. What else? What else I got?
Nah, that's it, man. That's more than enough. I'll let the professionals get back to it.
Hey, Brennan, 2 questions. First one,
is this live?
I'm pretty sure it's live, Brennan. Look.
He's been going since.
So my first one is this. All season's been going on. You've had an opportunity to, kind of look and see some of the guys. Is there anybody in particular that you say, man, I can't wait to see that person on game 1?
Yeah.
Like that we don't talk about as much.
I'm excited for AJ on the defensive side. I know he's really, his first year last year, he's really had a great offseason. He's really had great leadership role on the defensive side, great voice on the defensive side, and I'm excited for him. Now for the offense, I'm actually excited for our running backs, man. I finally get to rock a little bit and see Mike run, Ahmad run in a game-like scenario, just see how they play. I'm really excited for those guys.
Awesome. And the second part, now last year when we talked, when we were in here, we asked you, what Wahoo fans had, to be look excited about. What would they be excited about this year?
I told you, I hit it right on the button.
You said we're going to score a lot.
I told you that.
You said that. So I'm going to ask you the same question. I'm going to ask you the same question this year. Message to Wahoo Nation. What can they expect? And just to give them something to be excited about.
We're gonna win a lot this year. Yeah. We're gonna switch it up. It doesn't matter about the points anymore. We're just gonna win. Doesn't matter. We gotta win. That's all that matters to me now. That's why I came back. It doesn't matter about the stats. Doesn't matter about none of that. We just gotta win.
Awesome, Brendan. Appreciate it, brother.
All right, everybody. That is it. That's it for the ACC Kickoff for 2022. It was a great experience. Real quick, Justice, how was your experience?
I had a great time at ACC, seeing all the top talents here and just getting to know all the players. So looking forward to the season and seeing how everybody performs after today.
What about you, Jay?
Oh, it was great. Representing
Wahoo, wow. You already know how I feel.
We're from Virginia too, y'all.
All day.
That's what we do.
Well, look, everybody. Once again, thank y'all. We are heading home, y'all. We're heading home. That's right, yeah. There it is. Up in the sky. Well, we are heading home, y'all, on the road again. And it's been an absolute ball. Y'all take care of yourselves. We got a 4-hour ride. We got things to do. So y'all take care.
Look forward to all the content, okay? Coming y'all way.
Whatever.